Hi everybody, it's me again, Boo, and I'm back with a kind of a mainstream fragrance that I'm really falling in love with. And this one is by Estee Lauder, and this is Bronze Goddess Eau Fraiche 2014. I love good beachy scents. I love notes like coconut and marine notes, cucumber, you know, all of those notes that give you a scent memory of being at the beach. You know, pina colada, some fruity, some tiare flowers, things like that. All to me remind me of the beach, and especially of Hawaii. And I'm always looking for the perfect beach scent. I have many favorites that I consider really good beach scents, like Coney Island and some of the L'Occitans. I love them for the beach. But I was really looking for just a designated beach scent. And I tried Bobbi Brown and her beach scents, 2 or 3 different ones of her beach scents, and they turned me off. It almost smelled like spoiled coconut milk, like curdled coconut milk or something. I just didn't care for them at all. So I thought, and those are so popular and they get such rave reviews, the Bobbi Brown beach scents, that I thought, you know, I'm just never going to find one that I really like. But I had ordered a sample of this Bobbi Brown, Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, with very little hope that I would love it, and I did. I fell in love with this one. From what I understand, this one smells a lot like the other Bronze Goddesses that she puts out every year. It's supposed to be a different year of the Bronze Goddess, but they all smell very similar from what I understand. And this one, I don't know about the rest, but this is the one that I bought and that I had a sample for and that I fell in love with. And for me, this reminds me so much, and I don't know if you can see that, there's so much reflection that it's probably impossible to tell what that says, but for me, this smells so perfectly like the beach, because I get the coconut most definitely, but it's not that sweet candied coconut, or it's not too green of a coconut. It's almost like you're in a coconut palm forest and you're smelling a coconut that's just been split in half right out of the shell. So you're smelling the shell and the wood from the palm and some of the green palm leaves, palm fronds, and you might be drinking a little cocktail out of a coconut too, you know, because it's pretty heavy coconut, but it's not the sweet coconut. It's a very unisex kind of a coconut, and it's beautiful. It's just this woody coconut, not too sweet kind of a perfume that just transports me to the beach. I can't say enough about this. So there are some people that says this smells similar to the Azure Soleil by Tom Ford when he made some scents for Estee Lauder, which I also have. I have the original. My bottle is very old, but every once in a while I just sniff it. I don't wear it too often. And there is some real similarities between the Azure Soleil and this Bronze Goddess. The Azure Soleil, I think, is more intense, even though it's, I think, considered a skin scent. I find it much more intense, whereas this one is a little more, not ethereal necessarily, but it just doesn't take itself quite so seriously as the Azure Soleil. This one is much more lighthearted. It's not as dense, in my opinion, as the Azure. So anyway, they're both really good perfumes. I don't know if you can get the Azure Soleil anymore. I know that it's been discontinued, but it still seems like I see bottles from time to time. I'm not sure if it's the Tom Ford version or not. But back to this, fabulous juice. And the projection is perfect. These are one of these perfumes, if you get your nose too close, it's not quite as nice as when you're in the background just kind of getting a whiff of it, it becomes much more rich and much more beachy to me, because you get more of the woody notes, and too close it starts smelling a little synthetic. But once you're back away from it a little ways and getting some of that sillage, some of your own projection, it's beautiful. I really, really enjoy this. And so I will tell you what is in the perfume. It's coconut, of course, sandalwood, Tahitian tiare flower, vanilla, bergamot, amber, vetiver, orange blossom, orange, mandarin orange, myrrh, lavender, lemon, magnolia, and jasmine. And honestly, I don't get a lot of the citruses that are in there. When you first spray it, there is a brightness to it that I probably associate with the citruses, but it goes away really quickly within 5 minutes, and it just becomes a fairly linear after that woody coconut smell with just enough sweetness to it to make it very unisex. And projection, sillage are good on this. It lasts for me for a beach scent. It's really unusual, but this lasts for me a good 8 hours. Most of those kind of scents tend to dissipate on me in 4 to 6, sometimes, you know, a little more, a little less. But this one's every bit of 8 hours on my skin. It can even go up to 8 or 9 or 10, just depending on if I, you know, do 3 sprays or 4. It just depends. So, and most people say it's moderate in its sillage, and moderate to long-lasting in its performance. So, and they do say Azure Soleil, the Bronze Goddess Eau Fraiche skin scent, I guess the original maybe. And most say that it smells like last year's Bronze Goddess Eau Fraiche, and I'm sure it does. It probably, this is probably just one of those where they re-release the same formula every year. But just do it on a short-term basis so it maintains its mystique or whatever. But it's really good stuff. I have to tell you, and when I first sprayed it, I was really expecting the pina colada effect, a lot of pineapple, a lot of coconut, you know, things like that, things that, you know, a lot of people associate with a beach scent, and it's not that. Again, it's a really natural coconut, right out of the shell, right standing in the middle of a palm tree forest, smelling the fronds and the bark from the palm tree, and with a little hint of sweetness, like you have a pina colada that's sitting over getting warm about 10 feet from you, and you just get slight whiffs of that. And that's really what it reminds me of. So I guess that's about it for this. I don't think I can say anything else about it. Great daytime scent. I don't know about clubbing. I guess if you were clubbing in a beach at a club side or a beachside club, you know, at a hotel and on vacay or something like that, then yeah, I could see it as a club scent. But mostly, I think it's great for daytime. This would be one of those scents that's great for as soon as you get back from vacation, you know, wearing to work. Working out, potentially. It's not very heavy, it's not dense, and it's not super sweet. All of the, you know, things that'll get you killed in a gym if you're wearing too much of. So it could be appropriate for that, but I really associate this with daytime casual, completely unisex, and I think totally worth the money. So that's Bronze Goddess Eau Fraiche 2014 by Estee Lauder. And I'm Boo, and I will see you soon. Alright, peace.
Hope he doesn't make it into the zoo. He's liable to become the food for the lions.
Really? That's how they don't have to import the feed for the
Really?
carnivores in there. They just let the drunk folk wander on in, open a gate, say, come on in here, there's a free keg. Never mind the really furry guy with the yellow hair and the big mane. He just wants to party with you.